Mamolta plunges one of his large hands into the water of the pond and pulls your sword and dagger up from the lake and drops them in front of you. You grab your dagger and place it in your belt and hand the sword to Melanie. "Here, take this just in case." Melanie takes the sword and nods, though she does not look to be in any position to fight. You turn back to Mamolta and see him staring at you expectantly. You kneel next to the edge of the water and place the bottle into the pond's murky surface. As you do, you watch as the large being of sticks you know as Mamolta falls apart and drops into the water piece by piece. As you look back to the bottle in your hands, you see the smallest Mamolta you've seen so far swim into the small bottle. With Mamolta in the bottle and your weapons returned to you, you place the cork into the top of the bottle that now just looks like a vial of water and place it in your satchel. With that, you turn to Melanie. "Are you all right?" you ask her. She nods but doesn't say anything. You can see the piece of cloth you gave to her starting to soak through with blood. "We need to find you some help," you say, concerned. "In the shanty town outside of Bourne, Druid there. He can help," Melanie says slowly. You can tell she's in a great deal of pain. You grab her arm, placing it around your shoulder, and help her down the winding path that leads back to Bourne through the thick growth of the swamp. The moon is high in the sky and pours a silvery light over the land. The musty smell of the boggy air smells ever so sweeter after being cooped up within the coven with its stale cave air. You think back on the last few hours and think of all that's happened. With that, you think back to the fact that you left all of your food from the banquet in your room and feel disappointment. You feel the added weight of the ring and necklace that now reside in your satchel and feel a slight sense of pride at your great escape, though now you have to deal with a ring and an evil necklace. You then think back to the entire reason you were in the coven in the first place. Your memory. There is absolutely no chance Mistress Lorraine would give you back your memory now. "Damn," you say. Melanie looks up at you. "What?" she says quietly. "I just don't think there's any way I'm getting my memory back now, at least not that I know of," you reply. "That's not completely true. I can help. It just won't be as good as Lorraine's help." You notice that Melanie no longer uses the word mistress in front of Lorraine's name. "Wait, you can restore my memory? Why didn't you say anything to begin with?" you say, annoyance apparent in your tone. "Because you had asked for Lorraine herself. Plus, my method is a lot less conventional and still in practice." "It won't be as good as what Lorraine could do, but it should give some clue as to who you are," Melanie replies. "And what is your method?" you ask. "Dream sight," Melanie says. "I can manipulate your dreams to show you what has happened in the past. All I need is something of yours from before you lost your memory." You think to the key in your pocket. It's quite literally the only thing you have left from when you awoke in the Phantom Tavern so long ago. You decide to turn the conversation elsewhere. "Who were those women wearing the cone hats? When they grabbed me, I felt like..." Melanie finishes your thought for you. "You felt like all meaning and joy slipped away. We call them the Sisters of Misery. They always come in pairs of two. Their whole point is to torture and mutilate one's mind and sense of self," Melanie says grimly. She goes into more description and then goes quiet. The conversation drifts off as the night's chorus of various creatures and insects takes its place. You look down and see Melanie struggling to hold the sword in the same hand that she holds the cloth against her wound. You no longer have the room to carry another sword. What will you do? Tell Melanie to drop the sword or allow her to continue to try and carry it in her weakened state? The choice is up to you. Leave your decision in the comments below and let your choice impact the next episode. Until next time.